What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. After you subscribe, go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. Make sure you hit that drop button and select all notifications. Otherwise, you may not get any. I'm going to let a few hundred of y'all come in, and then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going into the comments to give a few shout outs to the early birds. What's up, Sly Payne? Naptown in the building. I see Love Lace. Joe Gardner, what up? Who was that? Chimney? Kenneth Rivers. What's up, Ken? Ambi Bambi. Columbia, South Carolina in the building. Okay. Who is that? Minneapolis? Dub Bolton Bay. What up? MSG. What it do? All right, fam. I'm going in. I'm going in on this one. TD Jakes, your pastor, has been in the news a lot lately. TD Jakes is a man of God. He preaches the gospel. He is world renowned, has a lot of celebrity friends. One celebrity friend that he may want to be disassociated with, at least right now for the time being, is Diddy. As you know, Diddy has been the subject of many outlandish, salacious allegations, especially after settling with Cassie, his former girlfriend, for an undisclosed amount of money. TD Jakes took the time to not address the so-called lies when he addressed the so-called lies. Boy, if TD Jakes can't do anything else, he knows how to put words together. He could have been a rapper. He could have been a rapper. TD Jakes, I mean, this dude is next level. TD Jakes said that he wasn't going to respond to any lies, any of those lies, but yet he took the time to respond. He got really emotional too. He got emotional. On Saturday, he decided to clear his name while streaming his church service on YouTube. Actually, is it Saturday? Sunday. That was Sunday. Yeah, that was Sunday. During his service, the sermon, he didn't let the rumor die out on his own. Instead, he felt inclined to speak his truth, and assert that the accusations were untrue. This is what TD Jakes said. I didn't come to convince you a nobody because I know who I am. That is not what this is about. You can think whatever you want to think. I came to do my job. I came to, what is this? Came to something. And he said, prophecies, that don't, okay. Well, that's the word here. I don't, okay, but I can't, I guess, okay, whatever. As I was commanded. Prophecies as I was commanded. This is supposed to be prophesied. I came to hear the master say, well done, Jakes. Y'all know what the church did, right? They collectively gave him a roaring applause. Collectively, they approved as he tried to regain his composure. In another clip from the service, T.D. Jakes stated that he expected people would tune in just to hear him address some of the things said about him this week. I will not use this sacred day, this sacred pulpit, to address a lie when I have a chance to preach the truth. Say he ain't gonna use the pulpit to address a lie when he have a chance to preach the truth. What has always been true in the words of the late Pastor Charles H. Spurgeon, if you want the truth to go around the world, you must hire an express train to pull it. You must hire an express train to pull it. But if you want a lie to go around the world, it will fly. It is as light as a feather, and a breath will carry it. See, that's actually what those were T.D. Jakes's executive. This was one of his executives allegedly said those words. Jordan Horror. Now, let's get to it, fam. So there's a video of T.D. Jakes. T.D. Jakes standing behind a dude in a cop uniform. I say a dude in a cop uniform because, you know, church so fake now, you know, this could be a Halloween costume for all I know. But T.D. Jakes is standing behind the dude on the dais, and the dude is just shaking his ass, just sissy boom. Just shaking. And T.D. Jakes is just standing behind him and just giggling with his left hand in his pocket. I can only presume that perhaps he was excited. Seemed like his hand was in his pocket down to the elbow. The pastor, T.D. Jakes, the bishop, this guy who leads the flock, the guy who preaches the word of God, is standing behind. This is a guy who's leading men and women. This is a leader of men. He wrote a book about men, how men should deal with women. Men, right? He's standing behind this man who is dancing and sashaying around like a woman, doing the Beyonce single women dance, doing all that stuff to put the ring on and stuff. Just shaking it, hands on the hip and backbone slip. And the pastor, good old pastor, just standing there. He tickled to death. Like, just And then he comes behind the guy. The guy turns to him and they hug at the end. The guy does a little spit of something at the end of the dance. Now, let me explain something to y'all, fam, because I know a lot of y'all was raised in the 90s. A lot of y'all were born in the 90s and 2000s. Let me explain something to y'all. And I know a lot of y'all change y'all convictions with the times, depending on, man, it's 2023. Man, it's 2024. Man, it's 2000. Every time it's a new year, somebody doing something different. Y'all change up y'all convictions. Y'all switch it up. So let me explain something to you, fam. A man's body ain't supposed to move that way. That's right, I said it. A man's body is not supposed to move that way. Let me show you the picture again. Look at this dude. There's actually another, let me get the other one. Let me get the other pic here. Where's that picture? Here we go. I want y'all to check this picture here out. So that's him moving around, but it's hard to see because these are still shots, but you can go to my Instagram, williedlive. You can go and see the actual video. But a man's body is not supposed to move that way. There should be a difference in the way men and women behave. There should be more of a difference between us than just our anatomy. This is why the world is off its axis. This is why everything is off. The men want to act like women and the women want to act like men. Hell, women want to be men, men want to be women. We were made different so that we can serve different purposes. This is why you would never, ever, ever catch me comparing myself to a woman. I hear many men say stuff like that. Well, women do it. Yeah, I hear women saying it too, but I'm talking about the men right now. I hear women saying, men do it. Well, men do it. Well, you know, yeah, men do it, but somehow, some way, the way this societal structural thing works is that you ain't gonna be able to get away with things that men can get away with. And you should be able to accept that because you have no problem accepting the double standard where women get away with things that men can't get away with. Oh, am I preaching? Am I preaching? This is a better sermon than TD Jakes. I know he got them words. He can put them words together, but I'm just going to speak just on a rudimentary level where everybody can understand what I'm saying. I ain't got to try to use no big words and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to talk to you plain and simple. Break it down. Common sense. There should be a difference in the way a man and a woman walk, talk, dress, dance, think, argue, even love. That's right. I said it. There should be a difference. A man is naturally a hunter. A man is naturally aggressive. Not domineering, because that ain't good. I said naturally aggressive. A man is naturally a provider, naturally a protector. He don't need permission or permission. He don't need permission from nobody. It's just who he is. And either you get with it or you don't. I know a lot of y'all want to change things. Y'all reading them damn books. And books got y'all messed up. The books, the Oprah Winfrey Show from back in the Gap, when she was on all the time, feeding people that nonsense about men and women. Oprah Winfrey is majorly, not partially, majorly responsible just as much as anything out there, any vice out there for the division within black and within men and women. She's just as she played a major role. We need each other, man. Stop making them people stop all this. Well, I don't need a woman, but I want nothing. You need a woman. You need a man. You go out there, try anything else, it ain't gonna work. That's why you're so confused. That's why you're so angry. That's why you feel incomplete, unfulfilled. You ain't gonna get this nowhere else. Well, I'll take that back. You can find this somewhere else. There's some people talking about stuff like this. But you damn sure ain't finna get it from the mainstream. They not finna say it. So let's talk about, hold on, I got me one. Hold on, wait a minute, got me one. Somebody said, stop, that's the devil. The devil got you saying this, sorry, but I got to unsubscribe. Hold on, let me see if I can beat you to the punch and ban you. Oh yeah, got him. Whoever it was, got him. I think it was a woman, got him. Let me explain something to y'all. See, the people who subscribe to this channel, who's been here for a while, who's been around to see a very good mix of videos from me, speaking on various topics, y'all know how I get down. You know how I rock. And although we don't always agree, we have enough respect for one another to be able to agree to disagree whenever that happens. But knowing what type of person I am, you know I'm gonna stick to my convictions. You know I'm gonna be solid. And I assume that's the reason why y'all follow me. That's the reason why y'all subscribe to me. But every now and then the wind blow the trash in, and they ain't got no idea who the hell they following. Some of them don't even know, a whole lot of them don't even know that I made music. They don't even know I'm a platinum selling artist. They don't even know nothing about me being in the Ghetto Boys. They ain't got no idea of my history. They have no idea that I have marched and I have boycotted. They have no idea that I have given an unbelievable amount of money to charity, how much activism I've done in the community. They have no idea of my track record for standing on what I stand on. They have no idea. So when they come on here, they see somebody with a bunch of followers or whatever, or they see somebody talking and they think, oh, he's popular, blue, blue, blue. Then I'm gonna be able to come on here and say anything and get away with it because he ain't gonna, all I gotta do is try to shame him and he'll delete it. I ain't deleting shit. I ain't deleting shit. And I ain't apologizing. There will be no apology tours. Oh no, if I said, I'm standing on it. Now I know that throws some of y'all off because y'all grew up in this soft ass society where you can't even be yourself. I got one life to live. And when it's all said and done, when it's time for me to go and I ain't got no more, collectively, the congregation will point and say, that's a man right there. That was a man right there. That's a man. That's a man laying in that casket. That's a man right there in that hole. That's a man. I got one life to live, and that's how it's going to be. I'm going to be consistent with it all the way to the end, cradle to the grave. And I ain't shaking for nobody. They don't want me to say anything about T.D. Jakes because T.D. Jakes is a hell of a motivational speaker. T.D. Jakes is not a hell of a pastor. He's a hell of a motivational speaker, like most of these prosperity preachers are. Because if he was really a hell of a preacher, he would say the word as is and not try to scoot around certain topics. He would address all transgressions. He would address everybody's vices in the congregation. Everybody. Oh, they quick to say, don't judge. Who are we to judge? Only God can judge. Only God can judge. That is a lie. They screaming only God can judge and don't even know what the Bible say. We all can judge righteously. We all have a right to judge righteously. So I see nothing wrong if somebody see the pastor getting out of pocket and calling the pastor out for being out of pocket. That's righteous judgment. I'm not even a Bible thumper, and I know that much. These people done lost their damn minds if they think I'm going to acquiesce to the populace. Got me messed up. I ain't never done it. I came out the gate swinging on my first album, 1989, Controversy. I didn't spare nobody. I didn't spare the KKK. I didn't spare women who use the welfare system and abuse it, which I saw growing up. I didn't spare loose women. I didn't spare men who didn't take accountability for raising their babies and looking out for their community. I didn't spare dirty politicians, crooked cops, nobody. What makes you think all of a sudden I'm gonna come down, get down the line at 57 when I didn't do it at 23 or 18, 16, 15, 5? I used to challenge my mama. She used to slap me sometimes, hit me upside the head with stuff, but because she didn't like my mouth. You know, I would always challenge. I would challenge things. How do we know? My mama would just go along with a lot of stuff. Like, how would we know it? Boy, it used to run her hot when I would question stuff. It ran her hot. But me questioning things ultimately led me down the road of hip-hop stardom, where I was able to go back and buy my mama a house, pull her out the hood, and give her a different lifestyle. Although she wanted to go back, I eventually took her back because that's what she wanted. She still didn't have to really want for anything financially. Standing on convictions. Man, if you standing on something, fam, if you stand on your convictions, it might take you a while to get there. It may take you longer to get there. But if you stay the course, you will get there. Eventually, you will get there. What they do to us is dangle the quick, easy lick, the go along to get along. You know, they dangle that in front of us. Oh, this is the quick path to success. This is how you make the quick dollar. And now they own you, or you burn out, or you can't even look yourself in the mirror. And when you do, you don't really like what you see. You're a robot. You're not even yourself. You don't even control your own brain. You don't control your own mind. Even when I was locked up, fam, I had a certain I had certain convictions. I never called a CEO boss. Boss? That sounds like slave talk to me. Them dudes used to be in jail calling them CEOs boss. Hey, boss, boss, boss. I called them by their name or I said officer. I respected them and they respected me. And I realized quickly that they had more respect for me than they had for the dudes who was kissing their asses. They treated me better. And this is before I had money. They treated me better because I carried myself like a man. I wasn't about all that nonsense. You can't joke with me. You can't make jokes about me. You know, I'm not going to be your punching bag. I mean, you ain't finna just talk down on me, laugh at me, and think I'm just going to accept it because I'm locked up. Nah, you make my time hard, I'm going to make your time hard. Well, let me rephrase that. Make my time harder, I'm going to make your time harder. A lot of those CEOs, man, they don't have nothing to do. They just be out there trying to let the time go by. And still fool, use a fool. If somebody gonna let you joke on them and stuff, you're gonna do it just to let the time go by. Some of them dudes out there, they really ain't really bad dudes, but you know, they get caught up in the system. That's the way everything go. This is the structure. You know, this is how we deal with these guys. But if you stand up and you stand on something, you ain't even got to necessarily say anything to them. They can just see how you carry yourself. They can see how other inmates respond to you, how other inmates respect you. They see the way you stand up, how you stand up straight, how you look them in their eyes when you talk to them, how you look them in the eyes when they talk to you, how you don't bow your head, you know, how you don't do no tap dancing. And they respect that. They respect that because they know if they don't respect that, it's going to be a problem. And really, don't nobody really want no problems. The CEOs really don't want no problems. The ones who pick on dudes who doing time, the ones who are dirty and low down, they bullies. So they don't even see messing with people, you know, making people time hard. They don't even see that as bullying. They think they just doing their job. That's what they do. Just take advantage of people. So, but they know who to mess with and who not to, because they know certain people will go there. They know certain dudes will go there. Ain't nobody trying to risk that. Everybody trying to go home. TD Jakes is not above criticism. TD Jakes judge. He out there judging. When he calling people out for behaving a certain way, that's judging. We all judge. All of this is nonsense, fam. When people say don't judge, that's nonsense. When we go out into the world, every single day we judge. We judge because a lot of times we know we go out into the world a certain way because we want to be judged. We buy a nice car because we know we buy it because we like it or whatever. We also know it's going to turn heads. It's people are judging. If you roll out in a hoopty, your car all busted up, people are going to judge you. When you go to work, millions and hundreds of millions of people go to work every day. Go to school every day. And they're judged, and they're judging others. They're looking at how somebody is dressed, and they say, nice dress. That's judging. You can judge positively or negatively, but it's judging. Just like if you were a judge in the Olympics, you're giving somebody a perfect 10. You're judging them. You're looking at their skill set. You're looking at whatever routine they just did, whatever routine the the gymnast just did, and you're judging that gymnast based on that gymnast performance. Based on that performance, you're going to give them a 10, or you might give them a 6, or 4, or 3, or an 8, a 9.5, whatever. You're judging. You comb your hair before you walk out. If you got some decency about yourself, you comb your hair before you walk out the door, because you know if you don't, people are going to laugh at you. People are going to judge you. We consciously do things in our life. We consciously make decisions about what we're going to wear, how we're going to behave, who we're going to date, where we're going to worship at, because we want to be judged, or we know we're going to be judged. We don't go around certain people. Those of us who are conscious of the type of people that we hang around, we understand that you resemble who you assemble. So we don't assemble around certain people because we don't want to be judged. We don't want to be associated with whatever behavior or activities that they find themselves involved in. That's judging. When people say don't judge, really what they're saying is, don't say anything about me so that I can get away with doing some stupid shit. They don't want you to say anything because they want to be able to do stupid stuff, do foul stuff, and get away with it. And those who take up for them and say don't judge, they're only saying don't judge because they like whatever entertainment or service or product that person is providing. So they say, don't judge, don't judge. Judge, least not ye be judged. Man, get out of here with all that mess. You come on here, I'm judged. You get in the news for anything, and I think it's some information and instructions that my people can use, I'm judging you. If you do something good that I think, you offer some good information that the people can use, some good instructions that the people can use, and I catch wind of it, and I think this is what they want to hear, I'm going to present it to them. I'm sitting up here judging what you're saying, trying to see, do it make sense? Does it make sense? Do you have a point? Can it help the greater society? Can it help with the information you're providing? Can it help? Okay, I'm about to share it. When people give me or offer me opportunities to come on my platform to share some information, or they try to get me to endorse a product or something, I evaluate all products and services before I will co-sign. I got to try it out myself first to see if it works before I share it. And if I like it, and if I believe in it, hell yeah, I want to get paid. I'm going to get paid. But I'm not going to share it with my audience unless I believe in it. So if I endorse something, I'm not going to just endorse it just because I got paid. I'm going to endorse it because I really do believe in it. I'm not going to just have my people out there just doing any old thing or whatever, because what they going to do, they going to judge me. They're, man, Willie D, woo, woo, woo. Nah, I ain't getting down like that. TD Jakes deserve to be judged. Standing up there behind that dude with his hands in his pocket, down to the elbow, while a dude in front of him sashaying around, doing a sissy boo dance. if you like it, put a ring on it, twerking and all that stuff. And he's supposed to be a man of God. There should be a separation. There should be a separation in church and streets. You know how they say there should be a separation between the church and the state? There should be a separation between the church and the streets. You shouldn't be able to go in church and see the same thing you can see on the streets. You shouldn't be able to go in the church and see the same thing. And when I say the same thing, not the people, but the activities, the behavior. You shouldn't be able to go to church and see the same thing you can see in the club. What is the incentive for me to go to church if I can see this same thing in the club? If I can turn on the internet and watch a police officer twerk, a male police officer twerk, what is my incentive for going to church? This is the blind leading the blind, fam. False prophets. Yeah. I'm a prophet who never sold out for a prophet. These dudes is doing church like church's business. They going in, buying churches, setting up shop, and getting paid. These dudes is just looking at church like it's strictly business. They're not in the business of selling souls. They're in the business of getting paid, selling propaganda, selling prosperity. Give me your money, and you too can have a mansion. You too can have a private plane. Just give me your money. What's up, G Love? Appreciate you. Yeah, you too can have this good life. You can live a good life. Just give me your money. That's how they rock. I'm supposed to like, cause he a pastor, but everybody, y'all ain't got no problem judging rappers, right? They say don't judge when it's TD Jakes, don't judge. But them same people ain't had no problem judging Puffy. They ain't got no problem judging these rappers, these little young rappers out here using the type of language they use. They ain't got no problem judging them. I have yet to hear one person or read one comment online where somebody is attacking the lyrics for any of these rappers out here, and somebody is in the comments saying don't judge. The rappers are open game. Hip hop is fair game. People just go at these hip hop artists all day, every day. Fair game. Oh, because he a pastor, don't judge. Nah, he finna get this work. He finna get this work. Just like when it comes to police officers who should be held at a higher standard. If a police officer breaks the law, their punishment should be worse than the average citizen because they took the oath. They're trained. They went to school. These pastors going to theology school. They're supposed to be held at a higher standard. To much is given, much is required. So when these pastors get out of pocket, no, they shouldn't they shouldn't get the exact same action that a regular sinner should get. Just like they don't get the same praise or admiration that a regular person would get. They elevated way up there. So when they violate the people's trust, they should be punished more severely. You got these Catholic priests sucking up little boys, talking about circumcision. They got this practice where they circumcise the little boys and they actually suck their penis. They suck the blood. When the blood is coming out, after they do the circumcision, they suck the blood. They suck up the blood. They put their mouth on little boys' penises and suck the blood. And they still doing it. You got millions, hundreds of millions of Catholics, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And they still going to this church, giving these churches all their money. But they got a problem with me. Then they want to get offended when they find out one of these kids has been sexually assaulted. The kid already sexually assaulted when you, at birth, the mama and the daddy intentionally taking him to the church, delivering him to the priest, and they may as well say, all right, go ahead, you have our permission to sexually assault our child. Go ahead, let me see you do it. Stuff, these people are insane, fam. TD Jakes don't get no pass over here. He ain't getting no pass. And he right down the street from me in Dallas, 3.5 hours away. I don't care how many celebrities go to his church. I don't care how many members he got in the congregation. Ain't no way I follow a dude like that. If I'm gonna follow a man, it's gonna be a man it's gonna be a man that I look up to. It's gonna be a man that I admire, a man that I would see some qualities in, that I want some of those qualities. I don't see that in TD Jakes. Some of y'all don't like anybody saying anything about TD Jakes because you like his speeches. You like how good he talked. You don't give a damn about his behavior. You like what you want. So you are making your decision based on what you're getting out of it. As long as he can provide you that information, as long as he can do that for you, you saying, leave him alone, shut up, be quiet. It's like the person who vote for certain politicians because they know the politician gonna cut taxes for the rich. They don't give a damn about everybody else. They just looking out for themselves. They only like the guy because they feel like he gonna be good for their particular business. Damn everybody else, he's gonna be good for their business. So once again, we put money before our convictions. We put money before values and morality. You see? And then we wonder why things are so screwed up. Even with the kids. The kids are putting money before everything because they're growing up in this social construct where we are putting money before everything. We're going to get mad at the women because the women got an OnlyFans page. She go out and get an OnlyFans page. Well, we teaching them even from the time that they're little girls. Money over everything. Those kind of people scare me. When I hear people that's like that, when I notice that people like that, that's the type of person who, even if y'all desperate, y'all in the streets, y'all go out and hit a lick, y'all came up with 30 racks, he got 15, you got 15, but he decide he wants your 15 too. So what do? Turn the gun and boom. Put that heat in your head. Money over everything. Damn the fact that he know this man mama and daddy and ate at their house, and this man is called son or nephew by his dad. They don't care about none of that. Money over everything. And you know how it go, fam. You get it fast, you're going to spend it fast. A lot of times, they kill it, they ain't even got time to spend the money before they get caught up. Spitting fire. It used to be a separation, but churches are ran like a business nowadays. True story. True story. Churches are ran like a business. Sugar Girl Baptiste, what up? MTF gang. Granny Mom. Granny Mom. What's up, LaShawn Thomas? The Enlightened Exchange. Stacy R. Sun Kisser. Relane Smith, what up? What's up, Cedric? Cedric, I'm a man, Mac. Kyra knows 144, what up? Look out, Jay. Smooth Artist. Malcolm Rex. Who was that? Zashawn, Danny, Felicia H. Turn that cap lock off, Felicia. What's up, Ruth Robinson? What it do? Danny. What's up, Danny? Miss AP, prayers, peace, and love. Takashi Mandela. Takashi says she grew up Catholic, and they're all like that. Shout out to the newest member of Willie D Live channel. Was that Levis? Levis Metcalf. Williford Metcalf. Take any one of those names, last name, Metcalf. I like that Metcalf though. Levis, what up, Levis? Appreciate you. Richard Jones. What's up, Rich? Greg Crawford. Pastor was admiring the officer's power bottom. Oh, power. Yeah. Have y'all noticed, family, that this whole don't judge movement has been happening around the same time that they took out corporal punishment in the home, where they made it a crime to spank your children, where they started saying anything goes and kids can determine whatever sex they want to be, and they bringing in the drag queens inside of the schools, and you know, just anything goes, everything goes, and the lack of discipline with children are at an all-time high. There's a connection there, and it was by design. This is not happenstance, family. This was by design. Edward Martin, what's up? Young King. Look, fam, here's the thing. I would prefer to not speak on, successful, especially black men. I would prefer not to say anything that could possibly damage them. I would prefer that. But I can't just be giving these dudes no pass just because he's a prominent pastor. If I'm gonna go in on the rest of them, I got to go in on him. You don't get no pass just because he's a pastor. That's the problem with these churches now. That's the problem with these pastors. A lot of these pastors now. People giving them a pass because they're pastors. And then when they get caught up in something, it's don't judge, lest ye be judged. Don't judge. This whole not judging is the reason why we got all this madness going on. Dudes walking around here with their pants hanging off their ass. Women all in the airport with shower caps on. Where is the dignity? I got it, fam. It ain't against the law. It's not against the law to spit on the ground when somebody walking behind you also. But is that decent? Is that the decent thing to do? Is that a decent thing to do? It's not against the law to cuss out your mama. But is that a decent thing to do? What's up, Tyra? Raphael Oro. Alicia Porter. What's up, Alicia? Jay Glover. Passed all. I heard now, I haven't followed through with like any type of investigation or whatever, but I heard that Jakes was inside of a strip club. Is that true? I guess I could look it up right quick. TD Jakes. The strip club of grapes. TD Jakes. TD Jakes, then the man for a shot. So maybe that's a lie. So what was it? Just a club, a nightclub? I know it was some type of club. TD Jakes. Dancing at party. TD Jakes nightclubs integrated better than churches. Okay, TD Jakes said nightclubs are integrating better than churches. Jakes get his freak on with men at Diddy's parties. TD Jakes responds to slander of Jakes. Pastor brings Jesus into a LA dance club. Okay, let's see what this is about. Okay, that's different. A California pastor has found his way to his sermons to young people in Los Angeles without waiting for them to come to him. He set up a church inside a LA nightclub. The venue may be a little unorthodox, but the message seems to be connecting with a Hollywood crowd that knows a lot more about partying than praying. On a typical Saturday night at the Mayan nightclub, what year was this done? This was 2007. It's hard to get from one side to the other without being bumped around downstairs in the basement. Hot, sweaty bodies gyrate in a way that does not inspire godliness. But everything changes on Sunday when groups of 20-something swoop in to scrub away the debris from the night before and prep for a different kind of gathering. So it's not simultaneously. So it doubles as a church. The nightclub doubles as a church, a place of worship. Let's see what T.D. Jakes' name was mentioned in this article, I thought. Let's see, T.D. Jakes, where you at? Can't see it, don't see it. That's enough time. That's enough time on it. But here's the thing, fam. T.D. Jakes in that video with that cop dancing in front of him, sashaying, twerking, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, T.D. Jakes, he looked like he could barely contain himself. Had his hand in his pocket down to the elbow. Hand all the way down up in his pocket, all the way down to the elbow, like just like he was, I don't know what he was doing down there, but it looked like it was some kind of activity may have been taking place there. But yeah, people talking about don't judge. Don't judge. Don't judge. We got to stop judging. Judge, least not ye be judged. Don't judge. Let me tell y'all something, family. To the don't judge crowd, I don't want to hear all this stuff about we can't judge. We can't judge him. Only God can. Only God is the only one who can judge a human. Only God can judge a human. Get out of here. T.D. Jakes is an anointed man of God because he don't judge people. God does. He got his hand in his pocket for a reason. I bet you that was a meeting in the man's room following that dance. There was a meeting somewhere, wherever they were. There's a meeting somewhere. Dude in there playing pocket pool. Smiling. Spirits recognize spirits. It's not always the case, fam, but I'm telling you, it's like the bigger some of these dudes are, the more famous the world makes them. Who do you think they work for? You got pure souls who do good. They do God's work. There's some pastors out there that's really doing God's work. And I salute those dudes. I salute them because it's not easy knowing that you're the truth and the other guy, and you're struggling to maintain membership and keep the lights on, keep the rent paid. But this guy who's preaching the lie, he can't keep the people from coming in the doors. He got to have more than one sermon. He got so many people coming in, he have to have multiple services. He flying from one side of town to the next, one city to the next, one state to the next, on the same day, preaching. He can't keep them. He can't bat bat off members. He can't bat them off them. But you're struggling. A pure soul, good person, good-hearted person, person that really love the people, person that do anything for the people. But you're struggling. Keep going, man. Keep going. I promise you it'll change. If you stay true, maintain your convictions, you'll be rewarded. And sometimes the reward ain't necessarily a big church. It ain't necessarily more people in your congregation. Sometimes it's that sermon that you preach that just save a few people. You really touch some people. You ain't just give them the regular old message they can get anywhere from any of these pastors. You touch their souls for real. And you save their souls for real. You stop somebody from busting their marriage up because they were believing in the hype. They were watching these podcasts, reading some stupid ass book, telling them they need to break up, bust their marriage up. And you save their marriage with your word. You told them what the true meaning of marriage is and how it's about duty, not about feelings. It's about duty. May have stopped somebody from committing suicide. Stop your word, touch somebody, and made them decide, you know what, I'm gonna break the generational curse here right now. It stops right here. I will not abuse my children or any other person's children like I was abused. That's what good pastoring does. Good teaching does. Not just talking about give me some money and you'll get some more money. How many people out there that got money that's living foul? People got money committing suicide. That'll tell you right there, money ain't the answer to everything. If you got people that are millionaires committing suicide, you got people that's rich committing suicide, that'll tell you right there that money ain't everything. You got people that's dying on the operating table getting BBLs, getting their face reconstructed out of vanity, dying. That right there should tell you money. That should tell you that looks ain't everything. Not saying that everybody shouldn't strive to look their best, but you got to work with what you've been given. And no matter what you've been given, no matter what you look like, you got something to offer that somebody won't. Somebody won't that you won't. You got to be patient and stop jumping the gun. What's done in the dark always gonna come to light. Might take a while, but what's done in the dark is going to come to light. And right now, that light might not necessarily be on, but it's flickering. All that negativity, but yet God is still blessing him. If you don't like him, why y'all invested in his life? Why y'all investing in his life? Because he's a prominent pastor who's invested in everybody else's life. Because he's running around here pretending to be something that he's not. Sarita can go and sit down. She done her job. She done a job. She done it for 41 years. She can't cover from no. That's a hell of a cover. She can't do anything else. She did the best she could do. Sit down. Bishop Eddie Long said the same thing. Categorically denied all allegations. Didn't take long. As soon as he came out with that denial, next day, boom, settlement, church settling. So what that tell you? The church, the board, settling, trying to get it behind them. The reason why a lot of these people are clapping because they just like the pastor. That's right, I said it. They're just like him. They get down like he get down. In fact, that's why some people go to his church, because they get down like he get down. T.D. Jakes is a man of God, a messenger. His sins are his and yours are yours. Man, get out of here with all of that. Who said T.D. Jakes was a man of God just because he preaches? That don't make you a man of God. And if you really want to get down, and if you really want to know the truth, hell, if you're a male, if you're a grown male, you're a man of God. Because we were all created in God's image. Yeah, he got some cool sermons, man. I heard some of his stuff. Powerful stuff he say. He said some powerful stuff. I heard him. He cold-blooded with them words. R. Kelly was cold-blooded with his words. I don't see y'all saying don't judge. When them dudes start coming out, them dudes gonna start coming out. Watch. They gonna come out. If it's ever a time to come out, now is the time. I look at T.D. Jakes' congregation like it's entertainment. I look at it like it's pure entertainment. Just entertainment. I don't even think people really take it seriously. I think a lot of people just go there just to network. Go there to say they go there. Go there to see what the fuss is all about. Just like people go to Lakewood. They go there and look around like, wow. Wow, it's a big ass church. Wow. A lot of people go just like they go to a Texans game. They ain't going to win to see them win. They going for the spectacle. Just it's an event. Like wow, man, wow. They going to say they've been there. Something to do. Entertainment. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Y'all be careful out there, fam. I'll drop a, let me give up a few more shout outs right quick before I shut it down. Norvell White, Tanya Pinkney, Brandy Coke, live name right there, BC. Jake Gills, what up? Bag Life Media, what it do? Emma Crawford. One-on-one. Black Swan. Second Lieutenant, Made Man, Sick'em Dogs. Liz Richardson. Virginia Beach in the building. June McNeil. DMC, that's what's up. Appreciate y'all, fam. That's a good note to end on because DMC from Run DMC is one of my favorite lyricists. Till next time, fam. No more talk.